The immediate tie-off function on the PFOFF Creative icon is right here. It's one of the buttons that they gave us right at our fingertips, meaning we should use it often. But I will tell you, this one even took me a couple times to figure out when and where to use it. When am I really supposed to push it? So it is just that. As soon as you want a couple locking stitches all in the same place, you push it. If you're in the middle of a decorative stitch, it's going to immediately stop sewing that decorative stitch and turn it into a locking stitch and stop. So if you push it just at the beginning of anything, it will light up and it will go ahead and do just that. It will just kind of go up and down, and my foot is still on the foot control, but that's all I got, and it stops. And then you notice that the function light does disappear. So it's locked, and then I could start in. I've got a little scallop stitch that I'm using, and let's just say I'm sewing a little row of it, but yet I'm done. I need to lock right there. I do use this sometimes when I'm doing blanket stitching and I'm coming up to an area and I'm done. I needed to lock right at the edge of this little petal or at the end of a stem. I'm going to use the tie-off feature and then step on the foot control and watch what it does. Up and down all at once, and then I can use my thread snips button if I choose to. And so right where I stopped, that's what I got locked. So at any given time, I can have it on-demand locking stitch. So if you think of that, that's when you're like, wait, I just needed to lock a couple stitches, go up and down in the hole. That will work. Now here's just a little step. So right now, my pattern is halfway stitched. So if I come up here, I'm going to get the remaining part of that scallop, unless I touch the button that's right beside it, which is like a pattern begin, and then it's ready to stitch that pattern from the beginning and not from where I left off. Now, if you do want the lock all the way at the end of the pattern, let me advise you to actually utilize the scissor button. Turn it on while you're stitching, that is key, and then it will finish the pattern wherever it's at. It won't lock it there, it will finish the pattern, it will lock, it will lift the cut and lift the foot up. So then I'm getting that immediate tie-off feature at the end of the pattern. Just kind of keep in mind, if your pattern's this long on your screen as one repeats, you might need to judge of when you're going to touch that scissor button. And again, you have to touch it while you're actually in motion, and then it will do all of that at once. But at any given time, your immediate tie-off button will secure every single stitch you need it to secure.